Paul, thanks very much indeed for joining us this morning. What's prompted the latest move? I'm wondering why not wait for the parliamentary process, which is now broadly agreed on the process of removing the heads of Chapter 9 institutions. Why not wait for that?
Well, morning, Devon, and good morning to your viewers as well. We are concerned about the lack of urgency with which the government, the parliamentarians, the President, and indeed the Criminal Justice Administration and the Legal Practice Council are approaching this matter. We see the Public Protector swinging about like a wrecking ball. We have observed that there seems to be a cottage industry of review cases that are brought because of the errors that are made in her reports. And we have in particular taken note of the Constitutional Court's finding that she has perjured herself in the Reserve Bank matter, in which she was ordered to pay costs out of her own pocket, and has had her methodology criticized not only by the Constitutional Court, but by many other courts which are obliged to sit in judgment in the various review proceedings that have been brought. So the idea of seeking urgent declaratory relief is to bring the matter to a head more quickly than Parliament seems prepared to do, more quickly than the President, who has the power to have the Public Protector suspended while Parliament is proceeding with its investigation of her incompetence and her mendacity, her misconduct. Mm-hmm. So our approach is, let's bring this matter to a head as quickly as we can. She's doing untold damage to the country, to the public interest, and to the administration of justice.
You've also asked the Legal Practice Council to investigate her conduct. Presumably, the aim is to have the Public Protector struck off the role of advocates.
That is actually a decision for the Legal Practice Council to make, and we asked them on the same day that the Constitutional Court ruled back in July. We asked them to consider an application to strike her off, and they are indeed doing so, but it seems that they are not doing so with the sense of urgency which we think the matter deserves. That is why we have now approached the court for urgent declaratory relief.
Paul, I just want to get your take on what's happening in Parliament. Through all of this, Busisiwe Mkhwebane has been saying the damning court rulings against her are not enough grounds for Parliament to remove her.
Yes, I'm afraid she's wrong about that, and that Parliament has been shielding her since at least January 2017, which was only a couple of months into her term of office. We came across her mendacity and the gaps in her methodology in that very same matter. Accountability Now was the complainant in the matter in which the mandate of the Reserve Bank was revised by the Public Protector, who took it upon herself to dictate to Parliament how the Constitution should be changed. I only need to say that for a lot of people listening now to choke on their cornflakes. The difficulty is that her mendacity and her method of doing her work, the changes that she has made post the Thuli Madonsela era, are not mistakes that she has made. The things that she is doing deliberately. She has purposefully sought to mislead the courts. She has deliberately changed the way that the office is run in such a manner that the audi alteram partem, that is the right to hear the other side, aspect of natural justice in administrative law is simply ignored by her. And this is why she gets into trouble all the time. We accept that people can make mistakes and that mistakes can be forgiven, but we do not accept that lying on oath is something that we should tolerate in our constitutional democracy, nor do we believe that allowing the public protector to continue using the methods that she has been using is something that is tolerable in any way, shape or form. That is the reason for the urgent application. Parliament has done absolutely nothing about the complaint which we laid back in January 2017, and its approach to the need now to investigate her is that it is being led by the nose by the public protector herself. She says, I want rules, and they are taking their time about making the rules for the procedures for investigating her fitness for office.
Okay,
so
that's where we can have to leave it, I'm afraid, because of time. Paul, thanks very much indeed. Accountability Now Director Paul Hoffman there with us this morning.